Hi everyone, Beck here from Beck D Transformation. Deep gratitude to all the practitioners, all the readers, all the people out there sharing high frequency messages, sharing messages of love, unity, community, uplifting the collective. So much gratitude to connect with you. I know we're all busy and we don't get a lot of time to connect with each other. It's always lovely to read your posts, and it's always really uplifting for me to see what you're doing. So I really want to thank all of the practitioners, all the readers, all of the people doing self-development work in this collective who share and connect with me and share their wisdom also through their feed. I'm really grateful for that. I'm also really grateful and feeling a deep gratitude for my clients, my students, my practitioners, and for everyone who attends my workshop trainings. And I do feel very blessed to have a lot of people that have come to me as a practitioner and then come across to another training and then also come across to workshops and then come to being a client. So I'm very grateful for this community in which I function, and I love holding the space for you to be able to receive. With deep gratitude to everyone who even tunes into my lives, whether it be when I am actually live or whether it be later, and who interacts with my page. I so appreciate it. It really does mean a lot to me. It means a lot to other people who share similar stuff. We're all just trying to raise the frequency, raise the vibration, and remind you you are loved, you are safe, and you are taken care of. And it's all a matter of your frequency and not allowing yourself to drop it and not allowing the outside world to distract you and keep you in a state of fear or those lower frequencies that we often talk about on the Hawkins scale of consciousness. So as always, I've just got some things to share here. I really love this one. Whether Dwayne Johnson actually said it or not, who knows? But you know, it's nice to capture stuff like this. But basically he's saying when you focus on you, you grow. When you focus on shit grows. Read that again. I just love it. It's so simple, it's so clear. It's what we focus on. So energy flows where attention goes. And I've experienced this in my own life. When I've become diluted in my energy, my focus disappears and I am not as effective in what I'm trying to achieve. So let me be your example of keeping your focus, honing your focus, working on your focus, and paying attention to where you're actually sending your energy, where you're actually spending your energy. Really, we spend our energy giving attention to things. So where is your attention flowing? Is it flowing to uplift you? Are you tuning in to uplifting people, podcasts, piles, shares, messages, and that music? You know, 432 hertz music is really good. 440 is not so good for our vibration, our frequency, which is mainstream music. What are we doing on a daily basis where we're spending our energy? We're diluting our attention where we can hone more focus perhaps. And this is a message for me just as much as everyone else. I constantly ask myself, you know, where is your attention today? I look at the fruit. I look at what I've managed to achieve or what I've produced or how I'm feeling, and it's a good metric measure for where I'm at vibrationally in my frequency, in my thoughts, in my feelings, and in my emotions. So I thought that was a fun one to share. And of course, I do talk about this a lot, and I do love this meme that I put together forever ago. It says everything you want is on the other side of fear. And what is fear? Fear is an acronym for false evidence appearing real. Fear is an illusion, comes usually from past trauma or programming. It's been programmed in at a young age, and we're all in this fear soup. So that's where the self-monitoring is really powerful, is we can really ask ourselves, where are we on that frequency scale? Where are we with our consciousness? Are we in the lower frequencies of contraction, or are we in the higher frequencies of expansion? Oops, my finger's there, but you it's back to front anyway. But you can download this off Google Images. Just look up Hawkins scale of consciousness. It's a great barometer. It's a good little image for you to have, actually, to see the contracted states and how we suffer in the contraction when our energy is very contracted, when we're fearful, when we're in those lower frequencies, and how we flow when we're in the expanded frequencies. It's a great little resource to have on your bedroom wall or your bathroom, or even just by the side of your bed or on your bookcase that you can refer to, because you can start to calibrate yourself and you can start to see when things flow in your life. You can acknowledge, oh, I'm in an expanded state, that's why everything's working. Or I'm in a contracted state. Oh, I had that thought, I had that feeling, and it contracted my energy, it diluted my energy, and I see what I've produced from that. And so when we start to take responsibility for where we're at, and when we start to be our own calibration, our own measure of where we're floating, what thoughts we're entertaining, what we're seeing on social media, what we're listening to, what we're filling our minds with, we start to become the navigator. We start to become the captain of our own ship. We start to see that everything emanates from us and everything emanates to us based on what's emanating from us. We start to see that, oh, I'm in a contracted state, so I've attracted this. You just remind me of what contraction looks like and what it creates in my life. But then when we're in an expanded state of joy or authenticity, you know, we can also see what that expansion creates, the flow it creates, the magic it creates, the synchronicity it creates. It's just magical. I really wanted to go back to Nikola Tesla. If you want to understand the secrets of the universe, think of everything in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. I love that. I very much resonate with that because of the calibration I do of checking in with myself. Where is my frequency today? What are the thoughts I'm entertaining? How am I feeling? What energies am I feeding within my own system, within my body, within my mind, within my emotions? And very soon I can see why I'm creating what I'm creating, whether it be that beautiful flow state, that expanded state, that magical state where just synchronicity lines up, meet the most beautiful people, attract the most beautiful people, the most beautiful circumstances, the most amazing experiences, or whether I'm in that contracted state, whether I'm in the lower frequencies, whether I'm entertaining negative emotions, whether I'm in judgment. Being my own barometer has been such a powerful tool in my life because it brings everything back to me. It creates such sovereignty within me, because when we are sovereign, we take responsibility for everything and we understand the power that we really are here to create our lives the way we desire them to be. And yes, there are a lot of distractions, and yes, we do function within a system, but there are cheats in this system, and one of the biggest cheats is realizing your own magic and standing in your power and standing in a higher frequency, and always knowing that you have the power to say no to the system, that you don't have to give consent to the system, you don't have to participate with the system, you can be an observer. So they're very, very powerful frequencies to hold, their authority here. I hope it has been a contribution. It does give you some little gems and just help you to calibrate today. Oh, where am I at? Beck was talking about expansion and contraction. Where am I at? Maybe I'm at the level of courage, you know, which is 200, which is the leveler, you know, and maybe I can lift my vibration above courage today. It's freely available on Google, the image, and it's a great little tool to just measure yourself and see, where am I at today? What am I feeling today? And therefore, what's my magnet drawing to me today? I just wanted to finish with, your thoughts create your reality. Your mind is more powerful than you know. And this is by Neil Donald Welsh. Says. And then of course my kahuna huna principle is EK, which is the world is what you think it is. Talking about us being energy transmitters and energy receivers. We literally are picking up frequencies all the time, with energy all the time, communication all the time. When we understand that, we're also sending communication all the time. We're also sending information into the field all the time. So when we understand that, we can actually use that as a barometer as well. And we can choose to send these expanded states, these expanded ways of thinking into the frequency field, and then draw and magnetize to us these expanded experiences. So I'm going to finish there. I hope it's been a contribution. I hope it's uplifted you. And I do want to thank absolutely everyone that supports this little page, that supports me, that watches my lives later, even if you can't watch it while it's live, and interacts. Thank you so much. I so appreciate my community here and the larger community of all the people doing similar work to me to lift the frequency, lift the vibration. Oh, there's one more. If you don't make time for your wellness, you will be forced to make time for your illness. And obviously that relates to physical illness, but it also relates to emotional and mental illness as well. If we're highly anxious, we're going to have to make time to solve that and resolve that at some stage if we're not already ongoing. And that's why I just love these clients that have been coming to me for regular visits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months to calibrate their frequency, for me to hold the space so they can calibrate their frequency. Their businesses are expanding, their personal lives are expanding, they're seeing the fruit of working on themselves. And last of all, we are shifting from the frequency, the low vibration of fear, to love. The planet is shifting and we are shifting with it. And everything that is that lower frequency is not going to survive this ascension. They're just not going to survive. It's very sad. It's very true. It's very powerful. And there's no better reason to do that inner work and to set aside a little bit of money every day to get some help if you can't help yourself, if you don't have skills and you don't practice regular breath work or meditation, or your energy fills up, you're an empath and you fill up with everybody else's energy. It's important to clear that energy. You don't want to be heavy with other people's energy. So tools to do that. There are some tools on my YouTube channel that you can use as well. And they're free. So that's just at Beck D Transformation, just like everything else. Have a beautiful day. Wishing you a great weekend ahead and sending lots of love. And thank you so much again in deep gratitude to all of you. Have a great day. Bye. Bye.